Hi, don't forget your 30 minutes of reading every day. Wow, geesh, this is really nasty weather we're having. Oh my God, what was that? Whew, geesh, not good. Okay, this is better. So I want to tell you about some of the books that are in the read alouds. If you go onto the library website, there are books that I'm reading a chapter or so every day that you can listen to, and that counts as your reading time. So one of the books is Chirp by Kate Messner. And this is the latest book by Kate Messner. It's a realistic fiction story that takes place in Vermont during the summertime of a girl who has recently moved back to Vermont to be closer to her grandmother, who owns a cricket farm. And while her family thinks that they're moving to help her grandmother, really the grandmother is doing just fine, except she's worried that some people are trying to sabotage her farm. So it's got a little bit of mystery, a little bit of realistic fiction, really awesome story. Next, we have Spy Runner by Eugene Yelchin. And this is a historical fiction book that takes place during the early 1950s, during what's known as the Cold War era. And it's about a boy who his father is missing in action from World War II. And his mother takes in a boarder, a person to live, rents a room in their house. But it turns out that this person is a Russian. And the boy is worried that he's a Russian spy. So that's what that is about. Lots of intrigue in that historical fiction story. And then this is a book called The Ruins of Goren. It is the first book in the Ranger's Apprentice series. And it is a fantasy story about a boy who is an orphan, and he is taken on as an apprentice to the ranger, who is kind of like a very sort of mysterious sort of cross between a spy and a law enforcement officer in the town. And it's kind of course, got that great fantasy good versus evil stuff going on. So that's really great. The other book that you can listen to is Mr. Rogop is reading Maniac Magee, which is a really great book. It's a classic. It's kind of funny, kind of a little bit uh, very fast paced, and I think you'll really like it. It's a classic. So feel free to go on and listen to those books, and watch out for crazy weather.